much am I at now? Time is 48 minutes. Well, there we are. It's taken a while, hasn't it? Well, if the job's worth doing, it's worth doing correctly. Yeah, this stuff is dry as a bone. And they put far too much on as well. But, you know, production line, I suppose. Volume numbers. So the isopropanol gets in there good. Makes it turn back to its original state, really. It's quite liquidy. Yeah. So there are also two variants of the fan in this unit as well. There's a 19 blade, I think it is, and I'm not sure of the smaller version, but the smaller version has a problem. It doesn't quite flow enough air, and it also recirculates as well, so it doesn't do the job very well. If you can get yourself a 19 blade version, I would recommend doing that if you've got a unit that you want to keep hold of for a while, or you're fond of it. Okay, so that's pretty cool now. Keen-eyed among you would have noticed that I didn't hoover the main board. Static problems if you do that. That's one of those things where you don't actually, or may not actually, destroy the CPU or any of the associated chips so that it doesn't function. But you can do damage to the internals of the chip whereby it still will function, but intermittently fail. So it's always best to keep your hoover static source well away from your main board. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Happy days. So it's the first time I've taken this particular unit apart. So seems to be going well so far. I haven't powered it up yet though. Who knows? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And that is a fairly good motto for life, if you ask me. So it may not work when I put it together. We'll see. I'll put the backing plate back on as well. RF shielding, that's what they like to put on there, don't they? Part of the regulations for building electronics is that it has to contain any radio information it may send out, and also prevent any radio information that might come in, beyond Wi-Fi, that is, as part of the rules for producing these sorts of things for compliance. So that's why it's covered in a massive metal jacket. Okay. And we'll pop that back on there. Sure, there's some metal locating dowels. 1, 2, and that's down. Yep, all looks good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pop the screws and the mounts in place. I'm sure there's a better word to describe those. Spring plates? I'll call them spring plates. One thread on, click, and driver in. There we go. Click, one thread, click, and driver in. Zoom out a little bit, you don't need to be so close. So that's the end of the thread, and then just a little, just to tighten it on. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So that is the internal heat spreader, the heat sink and the fan assembled and plugged in. So we're almost there. Going to pop in the tiny little hard drive screws first. Just here and here. Small screwdriver is required for that. flip her over, and there are two other small screws which hold the RF shielding together. Where are you? So there's one right next to the hard drive, just there. We pop that in and tighten that one up. And then there's a second one. Where are you? There you are, right by the back here for the exhaust. Okay, so that is that, for the most part, fully assembled. Okay. So I'm going to put this all together and then test it, see what happens. Wish me luck.